We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Let's go now. Yep.
They start the drive with a give to about the 48-yard line. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Ready?
They stay on the ground with Allen. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 10 black. Hut.
To the air is Rattler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Saints are 12-2 now on the year. They've certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Black 40.
Now Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
38. Set.
They'll run with Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Set, hut. Ready.
Now Jones. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They pick up a 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Ready?
They'll go play action here with Rattler. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jerome Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Barnett. A quick throw there is incomplete. And you look at the Saints defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Barnett looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Noel, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
That return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Ready?
Rattler wants to throw it. That is caught by Vele. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Hut.
Throwing is Rattler. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. Touchdown, Saints. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 7.
PAT, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And really, we're talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top two seeds in the NFC. I think they're the two best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are. I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top two teams in the NFC.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
As he's 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Now the former Volunteer is Dylan Sampson. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And they will finally get him, but not until he is all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now Allen. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
45, wide.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ready up. Let's go now. Ready.
Allen is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit was just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
70 Timberwolves.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barnett. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Noel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
north type. Fake up north type.
Looking to put a drive together.
Down. Hut, hut.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be a focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
At the Eagles' 41-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Set. Set.
Here's Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Hut.
Here's Rattler. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second and 14.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
33. Ready.
That'll carry for Allen. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. There's the stiff arm. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where you're headed.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCulba. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Rambo 80. Go.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd and 10.
Get up. 60 Bison. Check up.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Okay, ready.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Deputy Lions. Ready.
Looking to throw. Barnett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 24 all. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Barnett. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a short pickup there down about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And will be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 10-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 155 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. 70
Looking to throw. Barnett. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Barnett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Barkley inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that's because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Noel, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 68 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 50, green. Set, cut.
Now they show jet sweep it instead and run up the middle here. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Set, ready.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nolan Smith. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored,
because kicking a field goal actually puts you at a disadvantage the rest of the way.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Barnett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Back to throw. Barnett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A first down carry for Barkley. Broken tackle. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. A handoff to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Barkley. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go. 7.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Rattler working out of the gun. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
38, ready.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Incomplete, but I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Here we go. Black, set.
From the shotgun, Rattler. There's a short one caught by Johnson. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have the Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
The Saints have been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And now the kick is blocked. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
And the further it happens in the game, and here in the second half, it just gets more magnified. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Let's go now. Press ball 80.
Looking to throw. Barnett. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Get it. Ready.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Saquon Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Sampson. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Ready, right?
Here's a give to Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's first down.
Set, ready. Set.
He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Blue, 32. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
45-yard line.
Here's second down and 3.
Set, hut. 50. Ready.
Back to throw. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
9 on the play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
6 yards.
And they'll change things up.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fends him off. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
33. Yellow.
To the air is Rattler. Past the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll come up now on second down.
Let's go now. Back to 50.
Back to throw. Barnett. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for New Orleans, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.